Hey YouTube, John here, Big Rig Outdoors. I know I've been gone for a little while, but I'm back and I've got a new bow to review for you guys. This is actually my hunting rig for this year. This is the Old Mountain Stygian Recurve, and it is a 56-inch recurve. This one right here is 50 pounds at 28 inches. Now, before we get into this, I do want to say that I have a 27-inch draw. So the speed that you see when I do the chronograph test is at my draw length. With traditional bows, the speed will change with your draw length. The further you pull it back, the more speed you're going to get out of it. Three Rivers has done a test on the bow in their shop at 28 inches. It's shooting, I believe, 180 feet per second, which is about 20 feet per second slower than faster than what I get. For my draw length, this bow shoots a pretty consistent 162, 163 feet per second. But that is with a 560 grain arrow, which is over 10 grains per pound. So just keep that in mind. But overall, this bow right here is absolutely beautiful. It's got the charcoal action wood riser with the maple highlight down the center of the riser. And for my draw length, this bow fits me perfect. 56 inches is like that Goldilocks length for me with my shorter draw length. Those of you with longer draws, like 29, 30-inch draw, you're probably going to experience some stacking and finger pinch. So just keep that in mind, because when the limbs get closer together, the string is at a steeper angle on your fingers. So that's something to keep in mind there. But overall, I'm absolutely tickled to death with this bow. Like I said, this is my hunting bow for the year as of right now. I do have another one coming in tomorrow that I will try to review sometime next week. I can't make any promises, but this one here, it's a very quiet bow when you get the brace height set right. But for me, I shoot a little shorter brace height. I sacrifice the quietness of the bow for a little longer power stroke. The longer the string pushes your arrow, the more power that you put into it. So just keep that in mind when you hear this thing shoot. It does have a little bit of a thunk when you fire it. But this bow, like I said, it is an absolute joy to shoot. It's super lightweight, which all your one-piece recurves are. But there is a con. Let me set that one down, because that is my second one. Here is my first one. This is a 55-pound model. It snapped the second day I got to shoot the bow. I owned it for 3 days, and it blew up on me. Three Rivers is aware of it. They have had several of them, of the higher poundage ones, do this. They delaminated at the riser. But Three Rivers customer service is second to none. I called them, told them what happened, and within, I think, 20 minutes, I had a tracking number for a second one being sent to me at no cost. I did request that I get a 50-pound model instead of a 55. That's just being a little gun shy after this one here delaminated on me just behind the camera there a couple weeks ago. So just be aware, some of the higher poundage models have blown up. Three Rivers is aware of it. So should you have any issues, they will replace it. I mean, like I said, 10 to 20 minutes after I called them and explained to them what happened, they did have me send an email with some pictures and I had a shipping label created within probably, I'd say 30 minutes at most from the time that I called them and sent the email. So just be aware, some of them have blown up, but overall, I mean, like I said, this is my hunting rig this year. I'm that pleased with it. This is a cut on center riser though, so be aware of that. You may have to do a little more bare shaft tuning to get it shooting good, because this is cut on center, which means that the riser is cut, the shelf is cut to the center of the riser and stops. It's not a cut past or cut before center. This is cut on center. So you may see, for a right-handed shooter, a little bit of left-hand arrow flight. You know, you'll notice that your arrows hit more left of where you're aiming. For me, being an instinctive shooter, I don't aim down the arrow or anything like that. I stare at a spot on the target and I shoot it in. For me, this thing points absolutely beautiful. It does have a high grip on the handle here, which for me, that is perfect. That because I'm an instinctive shooter, so that allows me to just point the bow, stare at a spot, and that's where my arrow goes. I do anchor down low in the corner of my mouth, so that does change if you aim. Typically that's going to cause you to shoot high, whereas if you anchored closer to your eye, you're looking more level with the arrow, so you'll shoot a little lower than what I do. But this bow, I mean, I'm tickled to death with it. It's super lightweight. I usually run a 6 arrow strap-on quiver, and for me, it's lighter than pretty much any of my three-piece takedowns. It is a little bit lighter than I have an old Indian, a vintage Indian bow, and this one here is still lighter than it. But overall, like I said, guys, I'm absolutely tickled to death with it. I'm gonna step back here to 20 yards, do a little bit of shooting. Now, I may not shoot the best today, but just throwing that excuse out there right now. I did just drive home from Memphis, Tennessee, so 5.5 hours fighting the steering wheel of a semi. My arms are a little tired, and then I also had to replace the inner tube on my bicycle for a deer hunt that I'm going on this weekend. Speaking of which, those of you that are in Georgia, there is a Facebook group, Traditional Bow Hunters of Georgia. They're putting on a hunt up in North Georgia this weekend. So if you guys join that group, you can see the details on the hunt. If you guys want to go, it's open to all members of the group. So fingers crossed, hopefully I'll get one. I have not gotten a deer yet this year. I did shoot a pig 2 weeks ago. Not with this bow though. I shot a pig with my long bow. It's a 45 pound, it's actually the Black Hunter. But I was running the Fleetwood Timber Ridge limbs on it. It's about a 180 pound boar on another piece of public land just south of me. So anyways, we're going to step back here and do some shooting. Now, if you see some inconsistent arrow flight, just be aware that I am using 2 different style nocks. I'm just doing a little test to see which one shoots better out of this bow with the way I currently have the arrows tuned. So just be aware of that. It's not the bow, it's the nocks. Or it could be my release. My form has kind of tanked a little bit today. Well, that's about where you want it. Yep, a little high on that one. So you might see some inconsistent arrow flight with this one here. This is running the standard gold tip knock. Same with this one. Can't ask for much better than that. Can't ask for much better than that. Yep, a little high. But there we go. All four would be a lethal shot on a whitetail. We'll go down and get them and probably close the video out. All right, guys, so I'm out here having to reshoot my outro because the file was corrupted. So, in closing, I really enjoy this Old Mountain Stygian here. It's a really nice bow for the money. I think they sell $270. But like I said, it's a great bow. I really enjoy it. One thing I do want to leave you guys with is I will be doing a bow giveaway here soon if I'm able to get another bow. Don't tell my wife. But I am going to be getting a Bear Super Mag 48 in probably 45 to 55 pounds. I haven't decided yet. And that will be my bear hunting bow for next year. So, in closing, it's a great bow. It's a nice entry-level bow for, like I said, 270 bucks. It's pretty fast. I am shooting heavy arrows, like I said before, so that's why the speed is a little low. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to shooting it at some game this weekend up at the Traditional Bow Hunters of Georgia hunt, which is well, like I said before, if you guys want to look into it, join the Facebook group. It's Traditional Bow Hunters of Georgia, and we'll catch you all next time.